Luxury watch prices in 2026 are honestly getting a little crazy. Some brands are pushing well past $5, $10, even $20,000 for a simple three-hand watch. But here's the truth most collectors know. You don't need to spend thousands to own an incredible timepiece. In fact, some of the best value watches ever made are still under $500, with great movements, beautiful designs, and serious heritage. Today, we're counting down 10 affordable watches under $500 that are still absolutely worth buying in 2026. And trust me, a few of these punch way above their price. Welcome back to Watches Maestro, the channel where we explore the best watches for enthusiasts, collectors, and anyone who simply appreciates great design on the wrist. If you enjoy discovering hidden watch gems, affordable icons, and collector favorites, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's dive straight into 10 watches under $500 that still deliver serious value in 2026. Starting off strong with one of the biggest value hits in recent years, the Citizen Tsuyosa. This watch exploded in popularity because it delivers something rare at this price, a fully integrated bracelet sports watch with an automatic movement. Why it's still worth buying in 2026? First, the design is incredibly modern. The integrated bracelet gives it that luxury sports watch vibe people love, but at a fraction of the price. Second, the Citizen automatic movement inside is reliable, simple, and easy to maintain. Third, the color options are fantastic, from classic black to bold yellows and greens. Pros: great integrated bracelet design, automatic movement, excellent value for money. Cons: the bracelet finishing isn't luxury level, no sapphire on some earlier models. Still, for under $350, this watch feels way more premium than it should. Next up is a modern evolution of one of the most legendary affordable watch lines ever, the Seiko 5 Sports SRPK series. Seiko has refined this model beautifully over the past few years. Why collectors still love it in 2026? First, the Seiko heritage. The Seiko 5 line has been around for decades and built a reputation for reliability. Second, the 4R36 automatic movement is incredibly dependable and serviceable. Third, the versatility. These watches work just as well on a bracelet, NATO strap, or rubber strap. Pros: trusted automatic movement, tons of styles and colors, strong brand heritage. Cons: hardlex crystal instead of sapphire. Finishing is good, not exceptional. Still, the Seiko 5 remains one of the easiest watches to recommend to new collectors. If you love military-inspired watches, the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is almost impossible to beat. This watch is basically a modern interpretation of classic World War II field watches. Why it's still worth buying? First, the authentic design. The dial layout is clean, functional, and timeless. Second, the hand-wound mechanical movement, which adds a bit of ritual to wearing it every day. And third, the wearability. At around 38 millimeters, it sits perfectly on almost any wrist. Pros: incredible historical design, Swiss-made mechanical movement, extremely versatile on different straps. Cons: manual winding isn't for everyone, limited water resistance. But if you want a watch that feels like a piece of history, this one is hard to beat. Few watches have had the cultural impact of the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80. Since its release, it has become one of the most talked about affordable watches on the planet. Why it still dominates in 2026? First, the 1970s-inspired integrated bracelet design looks incredible. Second, the Powermatic 80 movement offers an impressive 80-hour power reserve. Third, the waffle texture dial adds depth and luxury vibes. Pros: great bracelet and case finishing, 80-hour power reserve, iconic design. Cons: integrated bracelet limit strap options, slightly dressy for very casual wear. Still, for under $500, the PRX feels shockingly close to luxury territory. If dress watches are more your style, the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time series is one of the most beautiful watches in this price range. Inspired by cocktail culture and Japanese craftsmanship, these watches feature stunning texture dials. Why are they still worth buying? First, the dial work is phenomenal. Sunburst patterns, textures, and colors that look far more expensive. Second, the in-house Seiko automatic movement. Third, the dressy elegance that works perfectly for formal occasions. Pros: gorgeous style designs, in-house automatic movement, excellent finishing for the price. Cons: hardlex crystal instead of sapphire. Not very sporty, but visually this might be one of the most attractive watches under $500. The Orient Bambino is one of the best entry-level mechanical watches ever made, and even in 2026, it remains one of the best bargains in watch collecting. Why it still deserves a spot on this list? First, the classic dress watch design with a domed crystal. Second, the in-house Orient automatic movement. Third, the incredible price-to-quality ratio. Pros: beautiful classic styling, reliable automatic movement, extremely affordable. Cons: basic finishing, larger case size for a dress watch. Still, if someone wants their first mechanical dress watch, the Bambino is almost
always the answer. Citizen has been stepping up its game recently, and the Series 8 collection proves it. This watch brings modern design and serious build quality to the sub-$500 range. Why it's worth buying? First, the angular case design gives it a bold contemporary look. Second, the anti-magnetic automatic movement, which is a great feature for everyday wear. Third, the excellent bracelet quality. Pros, strong modern design, anti-magnetic movement, great everyday durability. Cons, slightly chunky on smaller wrists, less brand prestige than Swiss competitors. But overall, the Series 8 is one of Citizen's most impressive watches yet. Now we move to something with serious space history, the Bulova Lunar Pilot. This watch is inspired by a chronograph that actually went to the moon during the Apollo era. Why collectors still love it? First, the space heritage. Second, the high-precision quartz movement, which is extremely accurate. Third, the chronograph functionality. Pros, incredible historical story, extremely accurate movement, great value chronograph. Cons, large case size, quartz instead of mechanical. But if you want to watch with real space exploration roots, this one is special. The Brew Trimmic is a new microbrand watch that has gained a huge following, and it's easy to see why. This watch is inspired by industrial coffee machines and vintage chronographs, giving it a very unique design language. Why it's worth buying in 2026, first, the retro-modern design that stands out immediately. Second, the excellent case finishing. Third, the fact that it offers something different from mainstream brands. Pros, unique design, strong microbrand reputation, great finishing. Cons, limited availability, not as widely known as bigger brands. Still, if you want something unique and conversation-worthy, Brew is a fantastic option. And finally, we end with a vintage classic, the Timex Marlin Automatic. This watch revised the iconic 1960s Timex Marlin design, but with a modern automatic movement. Why it still holds up? First, the clean vintage style design. Second, the smaller case size, which feels very classic. Third, the affordable mechanical movement. Pros, beautiful vintage styling, affordable automatic watch, very wearable size. Cons, basic finishing, not extremely durable for sports, but as a casual vintage style watch, it's charming and easy to wear. If we had to pick 3 standout watches from this list, they would probably be 1. Tissot PRX Powermatic 80, arguably the best all-around watch on carrying nods. 2. Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical, a timeless field watch with real heritage. 3. Citizen Tsuyosa, incredible value in modern integrated bracelet design. But honestly, every watch on this list delivers excellent value in its own category. Now I'm curious, which watch on this list would you actually buy, or is there another great watch under $500 that deserves a spot here? Let me know down in the comments. If you want to check out any of these watches, affiliate links are in the description. They help support the channel at no extra cost to you. And if you enjoy discovering great watches without spending a fortune, make sure to subscribe to Watches Maestro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Watch.